both of these teams. No mai, howdy mai, kia ora whanau, ko Ian Tokuinama, alongside Bryce Rouse. I'm Ian Wanamaker. We are the live stream crew coming at you tonight, 2026. Bryce, we're about to drop the puck for, well, not the opening of the season, but it is for these two teams. What action we got set up for 2026. Here we go.
Absolutely. It's been a long summer. I've been sitting at home looking out the window waiting for the cold to drop or the winter to come, and we're finally here. Another episode, well, season of the NZIHL. Canterbury Red Devils up here in Auckland taking on the home team, the West Auckland Admirals. It's going to be a barn burner, you know that. How do you think it's going to go tonight?
Hard to say. I know that Canterbury's got that youthful, relentless sort of team. So we'll see what they bring and how they have started their preseason and officially start their season here tonight at the Brig up in Auckland. Tamaki Makoto across the nation here right now. We've had the opening game of the season, Bryce, down in Dunedin, the Deep South, and they had the Southern men from Dunedin, the Thunder now, taking on the Sky City Stampede, and what a matchup that was. Really close. In fact, the Thunder scored the very first goal, their import, Sam Loisel.
Yeah. Couple of minutes in as well.
Very quick, make a very quick impact on his new team and club. Unfortunately for their team, they went down by a score of 7-4. So that was game one of NZIHL action. They're playing again tonight down in Dunedin. So we'll keep you posted with live updates where and when we can. But this our game is set to drop in about 2.5 minutes. But Bryce, we got a great set of the table right already with the Sky City Stampede returning to championship form. Down early, they came back to win on the road. So a big road win, putting them with 3 points and none to the Thunder with already a +3 goal differential, putting them at 100% win percentage.
Yeah, only one game into the season, but you know the Stampede players and the fans will be happy to be sitting up the top straight away off the bat. They're going to look to go 2-0 tonight unless the Thunder can... I wouldn't actually call it an upset. That Thunder team has got some talent this season. They did last season too, and a few more seasons before that. They do well these days.
Absolutely, and watching their power play go to work last night was a real pleasure. They moved that puck so well with Cole Beckstead, really making a difference on either side of that bumper position. And then they've got Stegman with Loisel holding that top point and moving around, and they had a net front presence as well with sometimes Joe Orr, and depending on who they put in and out of that lineup, man, pretty potent on offense when they're given opportunities. And there was quite a lot of penalties in that game, so a big factor in how that unfolded if you want to do a recap. But here we go. Here's the starting lineups. Bryce, who have you got for the Pure NZ West Auckland Admirals?
So we've got Flynn Hayward-Jones, Scott Henry, Vadim Savinia, Alex Regan, Justin Daigle, and in net tonight is Cujo Margoj. That is Chubba.
Number 34, there you go. And for the visiting Canterbury Red Devils, starting lineup, number 22, Tappan, that is Luke, I believe, and also number 27, Rees, and 48, Haas, one of their Dynamo imports, 88, Gagnon, 85, Hentz, and 91, Carey, rounding out the Red Devils lineup. Looking for them to make an impact here early.
Yeah, they didn't do too well last season, did the Red Devils, so a fresh sheet, a clean slate for them to start this season. If they get off to an early win here or a couple of early goals, I reckon they could put the Admirals on their heels, but I know that the Admirals are thinking these guys are going to come out hot.
Yeah, that is exactly right. That's Red Devils. They want to start hot, and it looks like already the West Auckland Admirals have put out 3 of their rookies for their initial introduction towards the NZIHL. So who have we got here? We got number 43, 44, and 11. We'll double check our lineup cards as a lot of them are given out at the beginning of our games. That is Jack Brown. Looks like Lennox King. And, is it Owen? Owen's number 44. So here we go, the Brown brothers and Lennox King in suiting up for the Pure NZ West Auckland Admirals out there tonight. And got to say, Bryce, during the preseason, because both of these teams would have had some preseason games to lead into this matchup, and the Admirals, admittedly, after commentating one of their games against the Mako, quite convincing in their win in all aspects of the game.
Yeah, I normally don't take too much away from the Auckland teams when they do play the marker at the start of the season. It's kind of a find your feet kind of game, but both teams did have very convincing wins, so that is some good points to look into at the start of their seasons.
Absolutely, that is it. We get both teams lining up on the respective blue lines. We will be acknowledging a very special evening here, Bryce. So we are acknowledging and honor Red Devil and pure NZ Admirals player Dale Herup, who tragically passed away on the 17th of December of 2022. This man was intertwined and at the core of both teams' cultures, and he was a cornerstone of New Zealand ice hockey. Absolutely, I played alongside him, and it's absolutely true. In honor of Dale and his impact of the pure New Zealand Admirals and the Red Devils, every year, in the team's first meeting, they will compete for the Dale Herup Foundation Cup. Dale demonstrated an unwavering dedication to mentoring and motivating young players across Aotearoa. He's a great leader on and off the ice and was a great ambassador for the sport he loved. So in his memory, the Dale Herup Foundation supports youth ice hockey players within New Zealand to reach their full potential in the sport. So something we know that Dale would be incredibly proud of. Now, Dale also wore number 17 when he played for the Admirals. And we're proud to announce that in Dale's honor, 17% of tonight's ticket sales are going to be donated to the Dale Herup Foundation on behalf of the Pure NZ Admirals and the Auckland Ice Hockey Association.
We now ask you to rise if you are able.
So we're just being asked to, the people who are in attendance, if they're able to stand and acknowledge, join in a 17-second standing ovation of the late Dale Herup.
Thank you. Now who's ready for some hockey?
Very touching tribute there for Dale Herup.
Yep, definitely a big part of both these teams when he was on the roster. He is definitely remembered and always will be in this league.
And ladies and gentlemen, it is Saturday night. I hope you're feeling all right.
But we're about to get underway here, Wani, at the Brig here in Avondale for the first games between these two teams of the season. Crowd is full.
Yeah, big. It's large crowd tonight, isn't it? They're all the way around the glass, which is a great sight to see, especially as we start off a new season.
Absolutely. Normally it takes a couple of games for the fans to get off the couch and get into the rink, but they're not wasting any time so far.
That is exactly it. So we also have some coaching stuff. We want to go through those individuals that are in behind the benches. I know that leading the Pure NZ West Auckland Admirals is Blake Jackson, former player of the team, actually. Used to play against him. He's a quality man and pretty... doesn't not often speak a lot, but definitely when he speaks, guys, listen, leads by example. He's assisted by Rodney McMillan. And I'll have to double check the other coaches for his staff as well, but quality people in the West Auckland Admirals for sure.
Now we're about to get set here on game one of the weekend. The Canterbury Red Devils making the trip up here to West Auckland to take on the West Auckland Admirals.
The ref's just getting the last-minute clarification from the score bench to give the thumbs up. Looks like we're just getting that. There we are. Now they've got it. They can drop the puck and get into some game action. Here we go. 2026 season about to start for Canterbury Red Devils, Pure NZ West Auckland Admirals.
Alex Regan making that starting centre spot now for the Admirals. Was originally a defenseman. He's moved his way up.
Starting centre, there you go. And who's on his... Oh, we went through our starting lineups. I just wanted to mention the team manager for the Admirals was Kelly Schultz. Their assistant manager is Natalie DeVere. Equipment manager Alexander Schultz, and then the team, Lotta Schultz is in there, and then team medical Kieran O'Sullivan. Here we go.
We're underway. Passed. Gets tripped. No call. Gives a good pass over. That's put in deep. Haas chases it here on the near side. Got Daigle going on him. Regan applies the hit. Played up to the top. Tappin. He gives it to Gagnon. He tries to get a shot off, but they hit something on the way. Haas will play it up top. Hunt. Here's a shot. Blocked there by Henry. As Daigle bumps Gagnon off the puck. David Jones looking for an exit. Regan picks it up, just got to beat one. He does have a teammate with him. Shoots and scores! Regan on the board early to put the Admirals up 1-0.
2-on-1 the other way, Bryce, and the Admirals with their first shot on net of the 2026 season light the lamp and score, erupting this crowd on the Rock replay. Here we go. We already see that puck in the net and a dejected goalie. First shot in is never good if you don't stop it, my goodness. So Admirals under the pump early. It was all inside their zone to start with. Here we get a look at it. It's clear 2-on-1, and that shot might have been deflected up, but 1-0 Admirals here early.
A decent start by the Red Devils too, but the Admirals straight onto the board. As Stroni just puts that one back in low. Quinn's going to be there, but runs into the ref, and that hits the upper netting off Sean Brown. No delay of game. And we'll get a face-off just to the right of Carey.
So here we go, that replay is that wrist shot. It kind of takes does look like there was a small deflection off the stick of Tappin on the Red Devils there. And that went and traveled and might have changed direction, fooling the keeper just a little bit. Setting the Admirals up 1-0 early on.
Now Hayden Ball will just put that one in deep. Sebastian Chamberlain's first there. Mawson rocking a new fresh haircut this season. Shot there from the point from Willis. Chuba has to make his first save of the evening. And it goes all the way down, so icing has been activated.
Yeah, just a minute and a half into this game and already such great action. Here's another look from that great backhand behind the net cam. The goalie is there. He goes to left to right, but it just sneaks in on that side. He couldn't get the pad onto it. What a great shot on our replay. Thank you very much to our tech team there capturing that. Hopefully to see more of that as we go through these games this season.
Quinn unable to clear. Shot there from Hopkins. Chuba comes out, makes the save.
So as we get a break here, we're very proud to be in our second season as the pure NZ Admirals. Massive thank you to have this sponsor on board. Pure New Zealand is very pleased helping young Kiwis stay hydrated and high quality. H2O. We play on H2O, just a bit of a frozen version.
That's true, Oni. Just needs to be cold enough, and we got a hockey game.
As we do.
Hayward Jones puts that round to Henry. He's bumped off the puck. Puck comes out into the neutral. Here's Savinia. Going to the net on the backhand shot. Good save there by Carey.
That's a save needed from Carey. On the backhand was Sevigny. Look at this burst of speed. Goes by the defenseman. Possibly could have gone forehand. Elects to shoot it. Goalie staying real square to that post. Gives acknowledgement there as a little bit of a tap on the glove. Maybe not where he wanted to put it, Sevigny, but shot on net, and that first save crucial for the Red Devils.
Eli Pike in the scrum there. Regan comes away with that shot there from the high slot. Henry, that hit traffic on the way to the net. Hopkins bangs it around on the backhand. Can't get it out of their zone, the Red Devils at the moment. As Hopkins fires that one up ice. And Mason Kennedy back for another season with the Admirals. And that's played up by Tappin off the boards. It's going to go all the way. No icing, says the referee. As Daigle plays it up the line. Big hit there on Ben Stephen. That was Mason Rees. Good, clean, open ice hit.
Laying a bit of the boom down. That was a very powerful hit.
Love to see it. Hayward Jones with a stretch pass. Shot there on the far side. Comes off the blocker of Carey. As Tappin clears that. Flynn Hayward-Jones will track back. Play up the balls to Ben Stephen, doesn't get out of the zone. Shot there. A redirect on the way to the net, but no trouble for Chubba.
Yeah, he likes to hold on. There's a bit of a deflection in towards him. Here's the Rock replay. Here's that hit. Open ice there on that side. Quite a physical game down in Dunedin yesterday evening to start the NZIHL season. And this one showing good promise of the same already here, Bryce.
Yep, absolutely. That top line back out there for the Red Devils, but Sistroni's going to gain the zone for the Admirals. Got Vespa charging to the net, but he's bumped off the puck there by Hans. Quick shot out of nothing by Chamberlain. Now Hans with it by the Zamboni door. He receives a hit there from Sistroni. Door comes off. It needs to be closed. Play will go on.
Yeah, it looks like the referee has blown the whistle there. Just for safety, I believe that they're just going to double check to make sure that there is this large deadbolt that goes in behind to anchor those two board pieces together. And it looked like maybe that had been dislodged a little bit and has to be anchored down. There's a double latching system in the back of it. So it definitely needs to be checked, and that's what they're doing now. After that kind of powerful hit by, I think it was Sistroni who went in for the hit. Missed, is it Hans?
Hans.
Hans. So, yeah, he doesn't have a name on the back of his
jersey. You have. Could be Hans, right. Could be Hans.
Oh, as long as you get
tomato.
Hans. All right, let's go. So he was smart enough to get out of the way.
Nice one there by Ball. But unable to keep it in the zone, are the Devils. As Byfield played around. Here's Turia on the near side. Mawson tried to keep that in. He was unable to. Now Chamberlain looking for options. Goes around the back of the net. Maybe got a knee there. No call on the play. A little bit tough to see from this angle. Now Turia. Jan Turia.
Jan coming into the ice now. He used to be playing a lot of inline. A great player in the inline scene. It's great to see him on the ice for the Red Devils.
I was about to say he's a fresh face in this league, but I believe he's not an import. So
no, he's Kiwi. Yeah, he's definitely a Kiwi man and extremely talented, exceptional hands, and an extremely hard worker. I know him firsthand just from playing against him heaps in the inline scene, but he'll make a big difference and impact on that Canterbury lineup.
Now Willis will play it. Harry Lowe in the corner plays it up to Sean Brown. He'll just try backhand it in the middle, but that's nicely read by Regan. Savigny trying to make a nuisance of himself, almost got the turnover. Now through the middle of the ice goes Pake. Tries to get a shot off, but just fanned on it. Good pace to start this game so far. Lowe takes a hit there from Henry. That's Josh Lowe. Two brothers, Harry Lowe and Josh Lowe, for the Red Devils. Henry unable to control it as Josh Lowe will dump it in. Regan's first there as Harry Lowe comes and puts a hit on him. And that hits the upper netting, so we will get a whistle. Good shift there from the Red Devils when they are in the zone, Wani.
Yeah, that's right. You mentioned the two Lowe brothers. They're putting some good pressure down against the Admirals defenders. And not only that, they are hard on them, like with that pressure. So they're making the Admirals have quicker decisions on the puck. And you said it's quite a fast game. That's what happens after a long off season, a lot of training. They build up that quickness and speed and cardio endurance. Back the other way.
Tappan's pass intercepted. Here's Sebastian Stephen up from the Thunder. Went down there for a couple of years for studying at the uni, I believe. I've seen him playing in the Auckland League for the Blues against my team, and he has got some wheels these days. It's Haas. He tries to pass it up to Rees. Comes away with it. He's got Gagnon going to the net. Good back check. There by number 44 of the Admirals. I think that's Lennox King.
Oh, no, that's one of the Brown brothers. King wears 11. I noticed that's
Owen Brown, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Owen.
Then Stephen, his pass to his brother. Doesn't make it there. Now Gagnon, one of the imports for the Red Devils. Definitely got some speed to him.
Got some wheels.
Tapping up top. There's Willis, his shot redirected up into the roof. That one hasn't come down for a souvenir.
You know, tipped away by Owen Brown there, just getting towards the point, not letting that shot get through. I will definitely have to fact check this. We can get it verified, but I don't know the last time we had brothers against brothers on opposite teams, because there's the Brown brothers and you got the Lowe brothers. Is there any other? We've got the Carries. Are there 2 Carries on the team? Yeah, on the Devils?
Maybe back in the days when you had the Hayes for the Swarm.
Yes.
Especially all 3 of them.
Surely and then playing against the Freers. There's
the
3
Freers,
of them.
yep. Here's Quinn, try to go through, but Willis read that beautifully. Nicely intercepted here by Hayward Jones. That's Nash Hayward Jones, so that's 2 more brothers.
There you go.
It's a family affair here in the NZIHL.
No love lost there. It's a good punishing hit down the corner, but both players go to the ice. There's 3 of them down now.
Cicerone plays it up top for Nash Hayward Jones. He tried to find Quinn. He does. Gets a soft shot off as Byfield has it behind the net. Now Nash Hayward Jones centering feed went right through everyone. Cicerone was there. I think Carey tried to play it. It looks like someone stuck behind the net. It looks like Vesper and someone else tangled up. But the Red Devils will clear their zone.
A little bit of a delayed penalty. Bryce in behind the play. You might not have seen it on camera as Vesper took a hard slash after he was jostling with one of the defenders. We might catch it here. But that looks like, is that Brown going to the penalty box?
That is Sean Brown.
55.
Here, we'll see it here.
So, Vesper gives him a little bit of a shove. They kind of fell. He's still holding on to his stick, so they're both kind of guilty there, aren't they? And then someone else comes in saying, hey, come on. The ref's right there. Good awareness. But it was just after that, as the play went back up ice, there was a bit of a, well, I don't want to say love tap. It was definitely a hard slash onto the body of Vesper. So that puts the Pure NZ Admirals onto their very first power play of the season here.
And it is, correction, it is actually Willis in the box.
Excuse me, Willis. All right.
Here's Dag. Captain once again for the Pure NZ Admirals. Mawson going to the corner, but Daigle comes in and takes that. Unable to clear, well kept in by Mawson. He throws it on net nice and low. There was Vesper looking for a tip. Vesper once again with a tip, but pushed aside. Now top shot there from Dag. Goes all the way to Carey. Sounds like it came off his stick. Mawson centering pass. No one there though. And that's cleared the length of the ice. All 4 Red Devils will get a change.
And the Admirals make some changes, setting up their second unit. Maybe a couple that will stay, like Dag and Regan.
Dag fanned on the pass. So the Red Devils just put it down again. Josh Lowe gave chase. Regan.
Crafty little stick handle there.
Yeah, right in front of his own goal too. Regan's still with it though. Looking for some options. Flynn Hayward Jones, his wrist shot blocked. He's going to get another shot. Put it wide. And cleared once again by the Red Devils.
So just under 30 seconds left to the penalty to Willis.
Flynn Hayward Jones. Gains the zone, goes around Bull. Around the back of the net, gives it to Cicerone on the near. Cicerone found Quinn. Tried the one time, looks like he fanned on it. Carey's covered it up. Whistle has been blown.
Good setup there. I think the pass was being called for. He's waiting for a hard pass, and he tries to one-time it, but he just fans on it.
It's just a little bit behind him, I think.
Yeah, perhaps, or he was too early on the shot. Let's get a look at it here. Oh, no, it goes off his skate as well. And then the puck doesn't actually get covered, but the whistle goes.
Would have been a pretty goal if Quinn did put that home, Wonnie.
Yeah, pretty, and also getting it in are just 2 different things, I guess, in this game at least. And that will do it for the penalty. We're back to 5-on-5. So a successful penalty kill to the Red Devils. A little confusion there as the players were making some changes when that whistle went. Not sure exactly what the call will be. Must be...
I think it might have hit the upper netting there.
Oh, okay, so delay. So there we go. That's why the faceoff will go inside the Pure NZ Admirals zone there.
So the Red Devils top line back out there. They've looked pretty decent so far. Haast gives it over to Hans. And that hits the upper netting once again, so we will get a whistle.
Okay, I believe someone had corrected us in the chat that it's Hans, like the American expression. I'm not
a
sure.
Kiwi, I pronounce it Hans.
Okay, well, there you go.
There you go.
I guess I could claim both sides of the token on that one, being from North America originally and also Kiwi too, so you call it as you see it.
I say chance, not chance, so therefore it's pretty much the same. Henry passes it to no one. So Mason Rees will jump on it. Gagnon try to leave it behind. Tapping his passes. Defense on the pass. So almost some dangerous territory there for the Red Devils.
Just a bit of uncertainty playing around with the puck in their own zone. You got to get a bit of it, at least put it to the side, not in front of their own net.
Yeah, some early season miscommunication. Now Haas will circle down. Leaves it on for Hans. Gives it a nice pass up to Haast. Tries to go through the legs of King. Unable to get a shot off. Savigny pressure there by Gagnon. Sorry, that's Higgins. And that's touched, so there will be no icing as Luke Tappan will go behind his net. Up to Higgins. Mawson's pass only finds Hopkins. Puck finally comes out. That's Josh Logan to track back for it. This ball will give it back to him. A little bit of trouble getting out of their zone early here for the Red Devils. Something they're going to need to do a little bit better, because the Admirals are good at pouncing on those misplays in their own zone.
Yeah, being a smaller rink as well, they also know how to clog, as you have just indicated. Like, to get that puck back, then they really can stretch opposition teams with their strong transitional game.
Just fanning on a few of those passes at the moment are the Red Devils.
Yeah, it looks like they've just gone a bit out of sorts here in the last couple of minutes. Their passes, well ahead of the player, behind them, just not hitting the right sequence of play, or maybe getting used to the pace of play here at the moment.
Now Flynn Hayward-Jones, a couple of nice moves, still with it. Couldn't get a shot off. Owen Brown's going to go behind the net. No, he's not. He's going to turn around, gives it up top to Ben Stephen. He releases. That hits the shin of Josh Lowe. Ben Stephen tried to go right through the middle, but he was bumped off. Ben Stephen keeps it in, receives a good hit there from Sean Brown. That was shoulder to shoulder passing by. As Daig will just take his time, slow things down.
Looking for an outlet, and he finds one. Look, Brown. Owen Brown, that is. Gets his knees taken up from underneath him.
Daig with it in the corner. He's got a couple of Devils on him. Gets it up top to Savigny. His wrist shot. Ooh, takes a wicked deflection on the way to the net, but does eventually go wide. Yeah, Cope will play it back for Brown. He'll take it into the zone and leave it on for Hans. His shot there from the point.
He paid the price
for Chuba.
Yeah, that's right, routine. But wasn't routine. It's Brown gained the line. We're in the sea, and he's cleaning himself up off the ice after taking a hit. So he came into the Admirals zone and then instantly got met from a Scott Henry kind of stiff arm and shoulder, sending him to the ice. So that's sometimes the price you pay when you need to make a play in the offensive zone, when you're getting some instant pressure on you. There's Henry trying to skate through to get to his point man.
It looks like they've mixed it up here. They've got Haast playing centre. They did start with Gagnon in the centre position. Maybe he still is. Gagnon is still playing centre, but just not doing the face-offs. Here's Gagnon now.
He was offside. So the man on the other side of the rink, 48, Haast, was inside the zone, couldn't get out of the zone early enough, and unfortunately for them, the Red Devils did cross the line while he was still in the zone, and that means it's offside. We get a break here. We'd like to also acknowledge All Plumbed In, the official plumbers of your Admirals. All Plumbed In completes a hat trick of support as they join the Admirals for their 3rd season.
Byfield shot there from the point, put aside by the stick of Chuba. Willis just keeps that in. Nash Hayward Jones. Pass in the corner. Regan trying to battle with him. As Henry tries to put it past Gagnon. As Savigny will play it to Mawson. That's offside. Should be. Yes, it is.
Yeah, you can kind of tell now both teams really trying to find their feet here with literally underneath them and also with holding the stick and making passes that are a little bit more on the tape and seems a little bit, I was going to say sloppy, but it's not entirely sloppy. It's just a little bit uncoordinated, a little bit jittery. Not entirely sure what's going on here in the last couple of minutes of play, but this is the NZIHL here in New Zealand. This is top league. They play 16 games. They'll see this team a total of 4 times, twice at their home rink and twice in their away team rink.
Solon there, shot and scores! Sistroni gets his first of the season.
There you have it. Just as we say, sloppiness turns into opportunity for the Pure NZ Admirals. And Sistrone gets credit here after Hayward Jones pinches in and he releases his lethal shot up above the glove of Carey. Good pinch there from the D-man. And Sistroni on that 1 foot, getting all that leverage into his shot, powers it through 2-0. West Auckland Admirals.
Yeah, Carey did get a little piece of that one, but not enough to stop it from going in the back of the net. As Pake will just check that one in low. Sean Brown does well to get there first. Brown with it. Got a half shot off. Pad save was made there by Chuba. Josh Lowe down to Pake. He'll get it back. Shot on net. Comes out to Brown. Good shift here from this line for the Devils. As Josh Lowe will try backhand that one in. Gets it back. Just ahead of the play, have to touch up as they do. As Mason Kennedy fires that one up ice to no one. We did see Ben Stephen getting on the ice. Josh Lowe finds Gagnon, who gives it to Haast. Too many men on him and gives it up.
That's it. I mean, one-on-one he's great, but when he had 2 on him, it's a little bit harder to maneuver.
Here's a 2-on-1 opportunity. Ben Stephen shoots. Good save by Carey. No rebound there either.
I guess he made his decision to shoot pretty quickly, didn't he? And then he looks off as the defender converges towards him. Oh, perhaps that shot. Carey gets it with the glove. No rebound, as you see the Rock replay here. Carey comes out to challenge. Defender goes in between, goes over to the shooter. Normally defenders, you get taught to kind of let the shooter have an angle that's not so great to shoot from, so you may block the backdoor pass, which is that man on the wing. Hopefully not getting the puck to try and score. However, in that case, he elected to shoot it, and the goalie able to square up and make that save.
Diagono doesn't actually get to him. Haas tried to catch it out of midair, but it will be icing as Flynn Hayward Jones wins the race.
Bit of a weird one, wasn't it? It's kind of a high hope, Hail Mary type of a pass where you flick it up really high, went in behind everyone. And luckily enough for the West Auckland Admirals, Hayward Jones, was that Flynn? Yeah, it was Flynn that came back to get and negate that icing call. Oh, to get that icing call, I should say.
Admirals goal, his first of the season.
Dake would have it in the neutral zone. Gives it up to Owen Brown. He finds Ben Stephen with a good wrist shot on net. Once again, Carey making the save.
Yeah, that's the one. So good shot here as the Admirals gain entry to the zone. Really spreading the puck around there and kind of going across the body. Putting the pressure onto Carey's blocker this time. Different shooting angle, which is so important, as some of our viewers have already pointed out. Shooting angle is key.
Flynn Hayward Jones catches that out of midair. Try to find Owen Brown. Here's Owen Brown with it now. Shot hits the netting, so he will get a whistle as that hit a stick on the way.
Yeah, look, is that Hans? Hans? You're really going to get me with that now. I'm going to have to speak a little bit more Americano. Not only in that shot process, he took out the shot, but the stick too of Hans as he picks it back up and we're back underway.
Devils will get it out of their zone, but only as far as Savinia. They try to play it off the boards. Nice stick there by Bull. Gives a good pass up.
A little bit of a high hit
Turia
from Seven. Yeah, gave him both tall guys, a little bit of a follow through in the elbow.
Oh, tap-in shot deflected on the way of the net. As Mawson's pushed into the boards there by Turia. Jan Turia, not the biggest guy, but throwing his body around a little bit for an inliner, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah, no, he's honed his craft a lot. Partial break here for the Admirals. One-handed shot. He still got the shot away. No, he plays very hard. He's a relentless hard worker, this young man. And he will, again, like I said, have an impact on the game at some point.
Here's Higgins with a shot. Sorry, that's Hopkins.
But yeah, to your point, like not afraid to get in the hard areas, and I guess he literally will be finding his feet converting over from inline. But shot there from the side, and it went behind the net, off the backboards, right in front. And Kirkosh Schmagosh really aware here as he just goes towards the puck and just senses that there's immediate danger with the Red Devil right on top of him, covering it up.
Played behind for Mason Kennedy, but Rees is there first, but receives a big hit there. Mason on Mason. Kennedy loses it to Sean Brown. He tried to find Harry Lowe in the middle as Quinn will just slow things down. Throws it over here to the near side for King. That's cleared the length of the ice. Icing is waved. Mason Kennedy there first. Sean Brown tracking on him. Eli Pake trying to steal it. Harry Lowe with it in the corner for the Devils. Still with it. Throws it around the boards for his brother on the other side. Now Quinn will just play that up for Vesper in the middle. Good stick in the lane there from Harry Lowe. Shot there from Sestroni. Didn't get everything on it. Daig up top. He shoots. Hits Carey and he makes the save.
Yeah, there was a lot of traffic in front of Carey there. With some bodies in front of the net. On the rock replay, Sestroni, a nice backhand pivot pass. Daigle loads it up. Looking for a tip in front, but two Red Devils with Josh Lowe and their other defender there right on top of the attacker, Quinn. And Carey elects to just pounce on that and hold on to it for another whistle.
Quick shot there by Owen Brown. A shoulder save made there by Carey. Gagnon tries to skate right through the middle. Gives it over to Willis. He plays it up to Rees. Haas tries to gain the zone, but he's bodied off by Daig. Gagnon centering feed. Byfield with a shot. Scores!
What a shot from the point by Byfield. Showcasing why he was over in the States, honing his craft for a young man. Good pressure from the Devils here as Byfield just gets it in that high slot and traffic in front. I'm not sure if Chaba could see this puck or not. As a left-handed shot here from the point. No, that's just shooter beating goaltender clean. Just above the pad, under the glove. Great shooting position from that young man there, Byfield. Another up-and-comer, one to watch from the Red Devils.
Yeah, absolutely laser there from Aaron Byfield. Just what the Red Devils needed before the end of this first period. Maybe they can start finding their feet once again, because they did have a pretty hot start and then kind of just, well, both teams just let go a little bit, as that is going to be icing against the Devils.
Yeah, you're right. So that 40 seconds of the game, a goal, and then all of a sudden there was a bit of a lapse in play in the middle part of this first period, and then it's a couple of goals each for both teams. And as you see the replay there, Byfield just unloads on his shot and making this game 2-1.
Gagnon wins that against Regan. Svigny plays it up top for Dake. Haas trying to get a poke check, unable to. As Gagnon finds Haas, here goes Haas all alone for the Devils. Backhand just puts it over. And I think Chuba did make the save, and the puck squirted out into the air.
It looks like he made a great save with the pad and couldn't get any rebound either, so great play by the goaltender.
And final seconds counting down here in this opening period. 2 goals to 1 in favor of the Admirals.
Let's get a bit of a replay here right at the breakaway for the Red Devils. It goes forehand, backhand, great maneuverability, but Chava staying right with him, and then he spills himself in the corner, losing his own balance, trying to stay with the puck here. Get a bit of a speed wobble. He's watching the puck, tries to put it back down onto the ice so he can corral it, but in doing so, he went straight on his backside, trying really hard. And that's it. That's what you got to do. You got to put that extra effort in, Bryce, to get that second effort, get those chances, and really push for a goal.
Yeah, it's looking like the top line there for the Red Devils definitely going to be some trouble for some teams during the season. The Admirals doing okay to shut them down at the moment. They are getting their scoring chances though, that first line, so you'd like to see a lot out of them this season. There's probably going to be quite a lot of pressure on them, but I think lines 2 and 3 for the Red Devils have definitely stepped up since last season.
Yeah, and they, again, like I alluded to earlier, they have quite a balanced lineup, and in their warm-up preseason game, they showed that from the back end. Good transition into their neutral zone attack from their breakouts. But you can see also how the Canterbury team, with their breakouts and their lack of that structure so far, is really, they got hemmed in a little bit, and they also lost the puck early, quite right in the front of their own net. And that's, you're kind of playing with fire in the away team's
100%.
barn. Like, you don't want to do that, giving the other team chances this early in the season. We play 16 games. It's not a huge amount of games.
No.
You go down one, then like that's a huge chunk of your season already gone. So, yeah, you want to play hard. But it's a close game. We got 3 goals already in the first. But to your point here, we're going to have a special guest interview. I believe one of the players is coming up from Pure NZ Admirals.
That's right. It's going to be none other than the captain, Justin Daigle, your favourite guy, Wani. Another fellow Canadian.
Well, he is a favourite to a lot of fans out here, that is for sure. And perhaps once he does come up, we can have a chat and also get his thoughts on not just the first period, but also this Dale Herup Foundation game that's taking place here with what's on the line. I'll just get adjusted here as Mr. Daig comes in, nice and hot, straight off the ice and into the fire. Mr. Daig, thank you very much so far for coming over to join us. It's a real pleasure to have you up here in the booth.
Thanks, Ian. Good to be back.
Fantastic. Let you catch your breath. I'll just talk here for a second. You are starting the 2026 season, coming back as captain with the West Auckland Admirals. First of all, what are your thoughts on starting tonight after period number 1?
Yeah, I mean, I think a pretty good start. Obviously, there's a lot on the line tonight. Obviously, trying to pay homage to Dale, and I know that Canterbury is going to be coming in here, wanting to take that trophy home with them too. So we knew they were going to come out. They got young legs, a young team, so we knew the pace was going to be high. Got to kind of weather that a little bit, try to dictate the play ourselves, make them play to us, so to speak, and thought we did a pretty good job of that in the first.
Absolutely, and you're off to a really hot start, 40 seconds into the game, getting that first goal after being under their pressure. As you mentioned, they wanted to do the same, start really fast, and you guys got up 1, and then there was a little bit of a lapse in that kind of middle frame of the first period. Kind of both teams trying to feel their feet a little bit, and then you guys have really stepped up in that last part of the game.
I think that we know that they got that import line that's going to be dangerous all the time. They like to kind of blow the zone and cheat a little bit offensively. So we just got to be aware of that on the blue line. Make sure our weak side D is aware of it, and try to do our best just to keep that nullified. So we gave up a breakaway at the end. We'll make some adjustments there and try not to let that happen.
You're being a bit humble there. Like give up a breakaway. They said a Hail Mary flip in behind everyone.
Yeah.
And he happened to get in behind, but then it went for an icing. So hardly want to overly criticize, but you see a lot of young players coming into the league right now, and having this Dale Herup Foundation. Can you speak on what that might mean to be in behind that?
Yeah, well, I mean, the work that they do is obviously amazing. I know that there's already been a ton of recipients of the scholarship program that they have. So, it's exactly what Dale would have wanted. I know that he'd be proud looking down, and seeing the impact that his legacy is going to have on the next generation of players and giving them that opportunity to play at the highest levels here in the country and abroad. So, I mean, it carries a lot of weight. So we just want to try to do it justice.
Absolutely. So perhaps on that note, we want to thank anyone who has been here in this building tonight. 17% of the ticket sales will be donated to that foundation. So really looking forward to seeing how that pans out, and also for the future development of youth across the country.
Yeah, absolutely. Bright futures coming up now. You see all the young players out there. It's awesome to see, and they're not just stepping in, and we're having to be cautious of what situations put them in. They're out there having an impact already, and I think that's going to continue to be the case for years to come. Oh, fantastic! Well, much to your tutelage and your leadership and your knowledge of the game, passing that on, sharing your experience and wisdom, and let's have that keep continuing on, not just here within the West Auckland fauna, but all across New Zealand and the world beyond. So, silver medalist as well coming back. How does that feel, and what are your thoughts on that? No, it was awesome. We had a special group over there, and anytime you come away with some hardware, it's obviously a great feeling, and you just want to do the country proud, and everybody that supports the individuals to get there and supports the team while we're over there. So, great to come back with a silver medal. We'd love to have been gold, but I think we're proud of the effort we put in and the result we got. So. Well, massive congratulations. Merci beaucoup, mon ami, and bon chance the rest of the way through the second here and also the rest of the season. Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. Fantastic. Justin Day.
Kia ora whanau, welcome back to the live stream broadcast. Ko Ian Toko Inoa alongside Bryce Rouse. It is an absolute pleasure to be up here in this commentary team booth with you. I'm Ian Wanamaker alongside you as our director, Michael Domigan. And we are bringing this live stream action to your viewing pleasure wherever you are. We do thank you for tuning in. We've got some international viewers as well, as far afield as Canada and America.
Yeah, it's every season there seems to be, 100 more watching, which is great. Exposure for this league is the best thing we can possibly do. More exposure is going to get more talent coming over here, people wanting to play. It's technically a playing working holiday for most of the imports that come.
Yes.
They just love it.
They do, and they get stuck in too, don't they? And they give back to the community, and they come in here and they're living and working and not just playing hockey as well, and experiencing all the Kiwi culture that's on offer, which is wonderful.
And a lot of them don't actually want to move home, Wani. They don't want to go back.
That's it. I could be a testament to that. There you go. 21 years this year. So, my goodness. So, I wanted to touch on the imports, actually. In that interview with Justin Daig, he mentioned they're very much so focused on that top line that is import heavy from the Red Devils. What are you thinking around how the Red Devils are using that line, and they're also the Admirals' awareness of that talent?
They're just probably going to look at it as this line has to perform. Obviously, the other teams are going to try put systems in place to shut them down, but you can't let that go to your head. You just got to get in there, do your best, and get points. End of the day, get points.
Yeah, that's right. The points are so valuable in this league, as we mentioned earlier. 16-game season, home and away. Play each team one total round, and that's a total of 2 games. So both teams coming back onto that freshly groomed sheet of ice, looking fantastic. In-rink announcer, Mr. Cameron Green, we thank him also for his service. Now he's joined into the AIHA and as well as the NZIHL. He'll do wonders here. But what wonderful action we have got. 2-1 is the scoreline, Bryce. It's 3 goals already from that first period.
Yep.
The Pure NZ West Auckland Admirals scored 40 seconds into this game. Off to a very quick start after some very quick pressure from the Red Devils. And then it was a bit back and forth, a little bit sloppy on some ends.
Yeah, both teams had their moments in that opening frame.
Missed passes, and they're not the cleanest of breakouts. Plus a Zamboni door that kind of got busted open at one point in the game.
Definitely a momentum killer, that Zamboni door.
Yeah.
We'll have to keep an eye on the Botany one this season. I'm sure that's going to create a little bit of havoc. So
yeah, the Botany bounce, the infamous. That's right.
So if you're at the point on the right-hand side, fire it along the wall try to rim it around the boards, but it's actually going to come straight into that slot area if you use it correctly.
Yes, that's true. So if you know the rink, as well as some of these players do, they train on this rink often. Here we go, getting set for truck drop period 2.
Nicely won there by Gagnon. He wins that against Regan. Good battle in the face-off dot those two are having.
Good puck pursuit by Vadim. C'est très bien ça, très bien.
Here's Gagnon on the near side. Sorry, that's Mason Rees. He dumps it in. Daigle plays it up. Regan got a touch on it. As Tappan will give it over to Hans. He finds Gagnon. Gains his own, try to find a backhand pass. Over to his mate. Now Gagnon behind the net. He's pressured on by Flynn Hayward-Jones. Now Regan. He'll skate it out of the zone for the Admirals with a bit of speed. Gets past Tappan.
Made him fall with a great move.
Did Daigle up top. Shot and scores! Daigle from downtown puts the Admirals up 3-1.
C'est magnifique, Monsieur Daig, as Alexandre would be very proud. Pass up from Alex Regan, and then Daig just sends it to the net. I'm not sure if there was a redirect or not. We'll get it. Get a look. The net might have been knocked off the moorings too.
It was.
As Daig spotted that, because that net has moved at least, maybe a half a foot, maybe 12 centimeters, something like that. Either way, that puck is in the back of the net, and the Admirals strike it early second period, making this scoreline 3-1. The officials doing a bit of a double check on making sure that was all okay. The on-ice call is a goal. I'm not sure if they have the ability to review it or not. That's up to the officials. But Carey does push that goal over, and what awareness from Justin Daigle to see that as well and shoot to the net and put it right in that low ice area where the goalie's not, and that's another goal for the Admirals.
And this is a shot where these days defensemen, they need to be shooting that puck a little bit lower these days, because goalies are so good on their blocker and glove hand side now that shooting low is coming back into play.
And that's it. Actually, if you look at some of the stats over across NHL regular season and in NHL playoffs, I think it's close to 60% of the goals are scored along the ice.
Wow.
So why not? 2/3 of the goals going, potentially 2/3 of them from along the ice area. Keep shooting it low, and you got a good chance of getting a rebound as well, because goalies, like you said, they are agile, they got good padding, but once they're already down and they make a save, that puck can kind of go in any direction, especially when it's being shot at you so fast from different angles. So here we go. This is just something else that we love about this game. Hope you do as you're watching it.
Face-off won by the Red Devils. That's played up ice. Higgins giving chase, but Mawson's there first for the Admirals. Bull momentarily had it as Vesper tied him up. Mawson will give it over to Chamberlain. That comes off the referee's skate. Byfield played a hit on Sestroni. Not sure if he had the puck or not, as Mawson bangs it off the boards. Doesn't go out of the zone. Nicely played there by the Red Devils and Turia. And Chamberlain and Ball tied up behind the net. That flips out, goes straight down into the Red Devils zone. No icing. Yes, we are getting one. Whistle has been blown.
So a couple minutes into this second period, the West Auckland Admirals would like to mention a big thank you to Morrison's Funerals, the official penalty kill sponsor of the Boys in Blue. Morrison Funerals, they got you covered in dirt.
Yeah, only one penalty so far in this game. It's been pretty clean. I say that now, and they're about to flood.
Yeah, we want to keep the game clean.
Now Josh Lowe looking for options, puts it on net.
Just
Big collision there between Rees and Mason Kennedy. Both Masons going at it again. Comes out. Looks like it is in. It is. Ref is signaling a goal for the Red Devils. Not sure who got the last touch.
And a goal for the Canterbury Red Devils. It looked like in that Mason squared battle that the Canterbury Mason got on top of it as the other Mason reaches in behind. But that puck definitely looked like it crossed the line. We might see some white paint here, white ice. Let's double check that puck. Oh, here it comes. Oh, yes, that it happens so quickly. I'm not sure if you can slow that down at all, but man, that does happen. And that puck does look like it does cross over the line. There you have it. So
yeah, I think
Canterbury does score, making this game 3-2.
I think Mason Rees will probably be complimented for that goal. As Hopkins, trips and
Self up. And hopefully he's up. He's up pretty quickly.
falls into the board nastily. But he's back up nonetheless. Owen Brown plays it over to Flynn Hayward-Jones. Bangs it off the boards. Once again, Flynn Hayward-Jones. He's pressured on by Gagnon. Ben Stephen plays it up to Daigle. Looking for some options. Had Owen Brown, but that puck was unfortunately bouncing for him. And played in. Ben Stephen given chase. Josh Lowe will play it around for Pake. He's pressured on there by Sebastian Stephen. Now Daigle. League pass up to Regan, but he doesn't control it.
Good position, though. He was well behind everyone and gave good, clear communication as gave Daigle the opportunity to pass it up, and he did.
Now up the ice come the Devils. Now cleared out of the zone there by Henry. Tappan looking for some men. Gives it over to his D partner Hans and gets it back. Oh, almost stolen there by Regan. That could have been dangerous. Defenseman trying to make some pretty plays in their own zone, Wani. It's going to cost one of them one of these times.
Yeah, that's it. Sometimes simple plays work exceptionally well, especially under pressure. You want to move the puck, get it out of the middle, get it on the wings, move it up the boards, get your support from the wingers, and then transition from your D zone to neutral zone to attack. It's, again, a lot of little things. Probably the coaching staff will look at that from the Red Devils. Anton Perver and his crew.
Nash Hayward-Jones gives it to Mawson. He tried to find Regan, but looks like it came off the skate there of Turia. Turia, nice steal off Savinia. He gained the zone and receives a hit for his troubles there from Regan as well. Now Mawson will find Henry on the near side. Hans will be there first, plays it around. Regan plays the hit. Higgins gets the puck out of danger. As Nash Hayward-Jones tries to go right through the middle. Big collision. Looks like there was Bull and Turia involved in that. Looking to get a little bit physical out there now, both teams.
Still a one-goal game here, Bryce, so they're going to have to just be tempered a little bit. That is not a tempered play. That's just a bit of an errant pass there by the defenseman Tappan. Doesn't get to his up there winger Brown as they acknowledge it to each other there. And that's an icing charge against the Red Devils, which will bring them back into their D zone, putting the pressure on them with pure NZ West Auckland Admirals getting an offensive zone faceoff. They've been doing pretty decently, actually, so far in the faceoff circle.
Sure have. That one not really won by anyone as Sestroni tried a backhand shot. Stick save made there by Carey. Off a wide angle, tough angle shot there from Quinn. Unable to keep it in the zone as Alex Gagnon will try put on the afterburners. Gets it deep. Brown's there first, leaves it on for Gagnon. Right in front of centering passes. Not covered up by anyone. As Sestroni plays it up. Oh, dodged a big hit there too from Brown.
Looks like, I think that was a high sticking, not a call, but just like a penalty call, but definitely a stoppage of play. So when the puck is contacted above that shoulder level with the stick and then played by the same team that touches it, that's what's resulting in the stoppage. That's considered a high stick, and that's why the faceoff is being brought to the center ice area, dropped by the linesman. Often you don't see that. It's usually the referees that have the orange armbands that drop the puck at center ice, but this time, the linesman gets to do it.
Sharing the fun around the referees tonight. As Josh Lowe tries to make a pass. Sorry, that was Willis. Now Aaron Byfield gives it to Keo Cope. He just puts it in low. With Harry Lowe giving chase, but Daig comes to try tidy up. Shot there from Byfield. Blocker save made there by Chubba and hits the upper netting, so we will get a whistle.
Had to be sharp there, Chubba, because that puck went, it was on edge when it was shot, so it was quite wobbly on direction through when he shot it. And Chubba is able to see it and then blocker that away. And that's in the blocking process, he's put it into the mesh. Again, that is why there's the stoppage of play, because in this league, when it hits the mesh, whistle, and we restart with a face-off.
Shot there from Pake. That misses everything. Harry Lowe and Daig. Harry Lowe with a centering pass goes right through everyone. That went through the crease. Shot there from Byfield, pushed aside. Pake just tries to put it low, but Daig read that off the boards very well. Pake working hard though, got the turnover. Hayward-Jones trying to skate it out, does get it out of the zone. A little bit of back and forward here around the blue line at the moment. Daig will go over center ice. Gains the zone, shoots, pad save.
Another nice low shot too.
Really smart hockey player shot from Daig. That one a little bit off target.
Maybe rolled off the stick a bit.
Now Bull. Try to cut into the middle, but knew Sebastian Stephen was probably lining him up. Dumped in by Higgins. He's going to give chase. Hayward-Jones plays it. Josh Lowe does nice. Turns around from Henry to keep it in the zone at the point. Josh Lowe still with it, gives it up top. Turia, whistle on the play. And offside is the call.
Offside, yeah, it looks like it was coming out of the zone, and then that was contacted by a Red Devil player, so that's being brought back outside the zone. Earlier you said something about that sloppiness and that the Red Devils attack. They had 3 players quite close to each other, and often too close is not great. Yes, there's good support, but they got tangled up a little bit, and then if Admirals, which they did, converge on it, as the linesman gets taken out after the face-off.
Looks like they've maybe moved Fabian Haas to the second line here as Alex Gagnon is out there with Mason Rees and Sean Brown.
Josh Lowe slow to get up after receiving a body check from Regan.
Brown plays it up to Gagnon. He gains the zone with a bit of pace. Tough angle shot. Came off the net, but he still got it. Still with it is Gagnon, doing circles. Try to play it to Hopkins. He just puts it into the corner. No Shaver Jones unable to clear. Kept in there by Rees. Sean Brown gives it to Gagnon. Pass over to Josh Lowe.
First bit of a sustained offensive pressure by the Red Devils here, so a good sequence of play on their behalf. And that's resulted in the Pure NZ Admirals, West Auckland Admirals, sending it down, getting an icing call against them. So you'll see here as we have the replay, the rock replay, getting rocked in the corner was Josh Lowe. I'm not sure if that was from the back or not, but definitely a finished check nonetheless. So if you're just joining us, second period action here, NZIHL. We've got 12 minutes, 15 seconds to play in this period.
Face off one there by Harry Lowe. Hans receives a big hit there from Henry on the near boards. Definitely some bodies being thrown around at the moment. Nothing too malicious yet. As Mawson tries to go right through the middle, but Pake reads that well. But Mawson's still with it. Mawson's still with it. Mawson passes over to Savigny. He couldn't get a shot off as that puck was bouncing. Great work there by Stephen Mawson. Now Pake will gain the zone, puts a wrist shot on. Doesn't get it on net. Kept in by Tappan. He just fires something on net, and that hits the upper netting once again, Ian.
Yeah, that'll bring another stoppage. So I think after, look at this play by Mawson, elects to pass it there. Really unselfish play by him. He had the goalie down, possibly could have tried a shot there, but the goalie stuck with it. Good decision to pass because the goalie stayed right there. Unfortunately for the Admirals, they aren't able to convert on that one. In the last sequence of play, too, after players collided, I believe they exchanged sticks. And they're trying to sort that out right now. On the bench, Regan's going over to grab his stick because someone else picked his up, and he decided to leave the other players, and now he's trying to get his back. So you can understand that caused a little bit of confusion on both benches.
I believe they were both left-handed as well, so it would be a lot more funnier if they were opposite hands.
Well, yeah, that's true. But clearly the stick that Regan had must be more valuable than the one that the Red Devil player had because they didn't want to give it back.
So Haas out there with that first line once again. Maybe he was just having a couple of equipment issues. Unable to keep it in the zone though, so the Red Devils will have to touch up. As Willis fires it over to Haas. Centering past to Gagnon. Shot. Chubb's lost his stick. I'm not sure if Gagnon knows that or not. Try to get a pass over to Willis. Nicely kept in by Aaron Byfield. So his pass intercepted there by Quinn, but he does well to intercept the pass that was going to Sastroni. And a whistle on the play.
We might see this on the rock replay. Haas passes it over. And in this shot from Gagnon, it knocks the stick, has enough power to do so in the save made by Chaba. As you see him getting set for taking on this shot here. Gets into position right off the shaft, that upper side above the blocker. So a good positional save from Chaba. I'll be happy to get his stick back.
When Howard Jones couldn't clear, Sean Brown doing well. Now Daig with it. plays up the boards. Josh Lowe tries to keep that in. Little battle for it there, just inside the blue. Oh, good hit there. Looks like we're getting a whistle on the play. I think it's going to be Harry Lowe cross-check. That was on Sebastian Stephen, I believe.
So the referees are giving clear indication to go to the benches. Says, yep, there's one penalty being called. It's interference on one of the Lowe brothers. Oh, and he's also got an unsportsmanlike conduct. Not liking the call. It looks like he has said something back to the referee. You know, you got to keep discipline. Look at that. There's a lot of bodies going for the puck. Oh, he came in a little late. Took a swipe there at one of the players from the Admirals. Looks like that'll do it. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that one? What did you see?
Tricky one.
Okay, no comments. So sometimes there's comment.
I don't think he should have got the unsportsmanlike though. I think if you don't swear at a referee, you should be allowed to at least argue your case a little bit.
Yeah, well,
you know,
we don't hear what he said, or I probably didn't want to hear what he said, to be honest. But nevertheless, they have been putting themselves onto the penalty kill. That is the Red Devils trying to kill off a penalty. That's a power play to the Admirals.
But they'll clear it all the way down at the moment. Keogh Cope will get a change. That brings on Gagnon. Bull also getting off. As Daig will gain the zone. Shot on net.
He scored a low one before, so he's tried it again.
He is trying those again. Up top, Daig over to Svenje. Shot there, redirect in front was Vesper. He was in the slot. Regan puts it behind the net for Mawson, who tried a little backhand pass to Vesper, who was still on the near side. Try to maybe trick the goaltender. There's Daig. Gives it to Savigna. He shoots. That's off the boards and comes right outside the zone as well. Good pace here by Gagnon. Wheels goes for a wraparound on the backhand too. Another shot there for Rees.
What a save by Chaba, post to post on that wraparound attempt.
Gagnon showing off his speed here and what he can do if you give him half a chance.
Chance.
We're not going to live that one down.
No, you're going to have to get some mileage out of that one.
Well, Vespa will give it to Owen Brown.
Good quick release.
It was. Missed everything though. Nicely kept in there by Flynn Hayward-Jones. That was bouncing. Sestroni tries to play it up top for Hayward-Jones. Henry, his shot blocked on the way to the net. Flynn Hayward-Jones, low shot there. Redirect looking for one was Quinn.
Back to 5-on-5 here. The Red Devils, good success on their penalty kill.
Shot there from Ben Stephen. He misses everything. Puck comes out of the zone. And Sestroni unable to control that. So,
but you'll notice, sorry Bryce, that the Red Devils are still only playing with 4 players on the rink, as it must have been a double minor with that extra unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
Yep, I would have to say you're right there, Wani. Now Sestroni, he'll just put it in low. Goes to Quinn. Kept in at the top by Flynn Hayward-Jones. Quinn will give it to Ben Stephen, but he's unable to keep that in the zone, so they'll have to touch up.
It was a high sauce pass that was hard to keep in.
There's Regan. He's tied up there well by... That was Sean Brown. He's having a good game tonight. Is the captain for the Red Devils. Now Vespa. Source pass into the middle to Daig. Intercepted there. Keogh Cope.
Good back check by Daig. Comes in with a stick lift to retrieve that puck.
Just didn't have the legs there, did Keogh Cope. Could have had a breakaway. Up top for Regan. He'll just fire something on net. Looks like it did get through to the goaltender, but the rebound is cleared. 15-12 in the shot department in favour of the West Auckland Admirals. It's not a high shot game here so far. Here's Vespa. Backhand, forehand, goes backhand again and scores. Beautiful Beautiful goal there by Max Vesper to restore that 2-goal lead here for the Admirals.
Yeah, as the Red Devils were really starting to emerge a little bit there as the Admirals coming back. Bit of forehand, backhand action from Max Vesper as that just goes out of reach of Carey's blocker and above the pad. Another great placement shot. Look at this. Oh, it does get a piece on the back on that side portion of the body of Carey, but nevertheless, that puck does cross over the line. And the pure NZ West Auckland Admirals double up their lead, taking this game to 4-2.
Yeah, Carey just coming off that near post a little bit too early there. Just gave Vesper just the right amount of real estate to put a little backhand shot in and get it past. Sebastian Stephen, he tried to put one into the crease. Another pass there for his brother. He's unable to get something on that. And Josh Lowe will apply a hit there to Ben Stephen. Up top. Shot there from the point. Mason Kennedy.
We got a fight potentially. No. Both guys dropped their sticks. Looked like they were going to throw down. They elect to pick the sticks back up and play on, but that would be an icing, potential offside.
Yeah, that would have been Ben Stephen versus Josh Lowe there, but I'm not sure you're allowed to fight when you've got a cage on though, Wani.
It doesn't make a difference. If they want to go, they're going to go. Cage, no cage. We can reignite that discussion too with, there's a lot of guys that do wear the cages, and, to their credit, their choice, I guess it is a choice if you want to wear one. But if you're of a certain age, you are able to wear a half visor or half shield. Perhaps not as much protection. 2-on-1, the other way.
Owen Brown with a shot, scores! Had Sebastian Stephen with him, but he didn't need him.
So
he
that
goes
will be
top
his
shelf.
first ever NZIHL goal. Collect that puck for him. Owen Brown, 2-on-1, going the other way. He sees he's got an option there. He elects to just rip it. He goes right upstairs. What a celly as well. Owen Brown. Shot there right upstairs. He shoots and scores. Again, now taking the Admirals up to 5 goals and to Canterbury Red Devils 2.
The Red Devils have all of a sudden find themselves in a bit of a hole. They need to be the next team that scores because the Admirals are turning up the heat. Howard Jones gives that to Quinn. He's got Vesper tracking. Vesper with it, backhand again. Good save there by Carey.
Pretty much the same move he had scored on previously.
Why not try it again? If it works once, it'll work again, Wani.
Well, you never know, but the goalie's wise up. Canterbury with an intercept coming the other way.
Hans goes past Hayward Jones, tries to put it into the centre where Gagnon was lurking. On it now is Alex Gagnon. As Hans tried to get a backdoor one time, but was unable to get his stick on it. Now Quinn behind the Red Devils net. Centering pass, looks like it hit a skate on the way. As Gagnon tried to play that out for Haas, but he didn't know too much about it. Gagnon with it. Quinn giving chase. Cleared by Tappan. Here's Fabian Haast. No offside on the play was Pake. Just in the nick of time. Haast with it. Turns around from Savigny. Gets a pass off to Brown. His shot redirected up into the netting off the stick of Admirals defenseman.
We're down to the second period here, Bryce. 4 minutes, 11 seconds left. Get a replay on that goal from Owen Brown. His very first of his NZIHL season. Good feeling for him. So the assist to Ben Stephen and Mason Kennedy on that particular goal. Red Devils looking to respond here.
Willis put that in low. Admirals unable to clear. Put it in once low. Again, Sean Brown's first there, but he's rubbed off the puck there by Nash Hayward Jones. Now Scott Henry gains his own, gets a half shot on. Looks like he hit the stick of Willis. No one really knew where it was there for a second. Red Devils will play it round the back for Brown. He'll start the breakout right through the middle. Gives it to Keogh Cope. He'll put it in low, but just in front of Sean Brown. As Mason Kennedy leaves it on for Regan. His pass fanned on, but Didn't create any trouble. Now Mawson, a little bit of time, try to find Regan, but a good stick in the lane there by Ball. Josh Lowe finds Ball. Fires it on net, but Chuba comes out and makes a save there before Turia could get there.
Yeah, Turia did well. He was driving on that far post side, and good awareness by Bull to shoot towards that side. I think Chava could see that Turia was coming in on his left side and put the glove onto it. If you swap that scenario around and go in the right side and shoot to his blocker, then he can't hold it. So something that the Red Devils may want to look at for third period action.
Played off the boards, out of the zone. Ben Stephen on the near side, pressure on by Higgins. Ball bumped off before he can gain the zone. Sebastian Stephen trying to play it off the glass. Pass over to Higgins. He puts it down low for Turia. Turia absorbs the hit, keeps it in the zone. That's played up the boards there by the Admirals. On Brown giving chase and putting a hit on Haas, but didn't really put much into it. Turiak able to get it out of the zone as Higgins is going to come here on the near side. Higgins with a centering pass, but that hits a skate of Ben Stephen. So no trouble brewing. Daig will just elect to slow it down a little. Why not? Sitting on a 3-goal lead. Owen Brown gets a touch here to negate the icing.
Smart play, then he goes off. Right, the puck is now given to the Red Devils.
Hopkins passes it up to Haas. Tries to go through the legs of Flynn Hayward-Jones, but he was not looking at the puck. He was only bodying up the man. Here's Gagnon. Gagnon with a shot. Good stick in the lane by Daig, as that was probably destined for the back of the net there from Gagnon. He had a lot to look at there.
Yeah, again, very dangerous with the puck and great skills as well as his speed, but the experience of Daig there, able to read where Gagnon was going with it and actually knocked the puck out of midair, allowing it to go into the netting there, taking one away as the Red Devils not getting enough shots through, as they have 13 shots so far. They might get one here.
Nice move there by Haas. Shot there from Rees. Gagnon. Try to go past a couple of players. Tripped in well there by Tappan. Haas will give it up top. Gagnon with a low shot. Hit the skate of Nash Hayward-Jones.
Last minute of play in the second period.
Now Mawson. Little chip and chase to himself. Pass there from Tappan will find Rees on the near side. Get up to Haas. Haas with it. Regan steps in. Given away. A little bit sloppy there from the Admirals. They've given it back to the Red Devils.
They're not wanting to do onto this line here. They are quite dangerous. Trying to go back door.
Tapping up top. This pass, batted out of mid-air by Savigny. And here goes Regan. There's a 3-on-1. Regan, he's got Sastroni and Savigny with him. Regan, Sastroni scores!
Very well executed 3-on-1. If you're going to draw up a 3-on-1, how to execute it,
That's it.
rewatch that. That is exactly how you do it. On the right side, back to the man in the middle. Fake shot, pass down low, over to the side man. No chance at all for carry. That is a fantastically placed. You're going to punish teams when you give up an odd man rush like that, and they showed you exactly why on that rock replay, exactly how to do it. Red Devils down by 4 here in the last few seconds of the second period.
It was a good-looking goal if I've ever seen one, Wani. But they all count the same. So now the Admirals with a commanding lead. 6-2, as that's going to do it for the second frame here on the Saturday game in West Auckland. The Admirals looking good, Wani.
Man, oh man, yeah, we got a couple of if you're looking at it this way, a bit of a stat nerd, 3 goals in that first, a prime number.
Yep.
Then they added 5 more in the second. So if you keep going up in that sequence, man, what's the next prime number? Would you know? Is that too much to ask?
I wasn't really too good at mathematics, to be honest.
Just
Geography, English, very good at those.
solid, no worries. But yeah, heading towards potentially 7 in the third. But look at this replay. Pass to the middle, fakes the shot, down to the man who just passed it to him, gets to the goalie to overcommit, shot into the back of the net. That's a great reward for the defense that the Pure NZ West Auckland Admirals were showing, because the Red Devils were really pushing. That their top 2 lines were really hemming in the Admirals inside the Admirals zone quite a lot. Unfortunately for them, they're not just getting stuff through.
No.
It's being blocked by the shin pads, by the stick, very interrupted with nothing clean. So if they want to get some success here, I don't know, perhaps they may want to change up the approach, at least try and get something in on net, maybe a bit of dump and chase, I don't know. Because what they're doing now, they've only registered how many shots? 14. Well, it's a pretty low shot game, actually. The Admirals have got 18, so, but they've got quality. They've 6 goals on 18 shots for the Admirals, and whereas the Devils have got 2 from their 14. So still quite high shooting percentage, 1 out of 7, or 1 out of every 3 shots. No, that can't be right. 1 out of every 3.
Got a little intermission game about to happen here, wasn't he?
Oh, this is in for a treat. So the fans in attendance, and perhaps also any of you that are watching from home, we've got one of the new individuals, freshly appointed, Cam Green, out there with a couple of helpers from the Auckland Ice Hockey Association, lining up some blue dolphins. Is that or whales? What are those things?
Yeah, so the 4 public skating sessions. So little kids who aren't too well on their skates. They can sit on those and kind of be pushed and kind of just get the feel for the ice under their feet.
Right, so something that we've seen down in Dunedin, I know they do the couch, I think it is, like the lazy boy recliner type races. And they might do something similar down in Queenstown. I think they're just testing them as we speak. They will put someone on the, what looks like blue, I don't know, some form of whale or fish.
Yeah, but little blue whale.
Okay, all right. All right, so we got people out there rocking some helmets, very important, safety first. And it looks like they're going to be pushed around the nets and possibly going for 1 lap, maybe? Hard to say. This is a new event.
I'm going to put my money on the 2 youngest kids right there.
You reckon?
Far side, 100%.
And one's got the gloves. That's quite smart. Here we go at a countdown. And they're off. You might be right here, Bryce. Look at, they're taking a wide.
They're taking a wide,
berth
yeah.
here.
That one, that.
Oh, big collision. Look at that. In contact already. Living up to the ice hockey spirit. Oh, another spill. Oh, they go down. So what does that mean? They got to go all the way around that net and get past the red line at center ice. Look at them go here. Oh, and the adults take it. Uh-oh, and then rocking the shorts. You're brave. Oh, and down he goes. Look at this. It's chaos. And that's not even the game. What in-rink entertainment we got. Maybe sign these guys up. Get them out there and put some pads on them.
Absolutely. They look like they're having a whale all the time.
The bravery. The absolute bravery of these people to have the shorts on for one, but just also putting on those higher skates, that's hard. Here we go. Watch this instant replay. Oh, it's just a yard sale.
And then
throwing everything. Those kids were leading.
They're having a look back, and then they just kind of lost their momentum, and that's why they went down.
They went down. Oh, don't ever stop skating. There you go. Early lesson for you kids out there. Never stop until you get across that line. All right, we're going to wrap it up here. We're going to take a short break. Please come back with us. We got third period action coming your way. Kia ora whanau, welcome back to this live stream broadcast. I'm Ian Wanamaker alongside Bryce Rouse. We are calling the live game action for this NZIHL season, Bryce, 2026. What exciting stuff we've already had. Canterbury Red Devils trying to improve from their couple of seasons. You know, their past has not been super kind, at least the last ones, whereas the Admirals always in that hunt for the playoffs and in this 5-team league.
Yeah, absolutely. They did make the playoffs last season. They battled it out with Botany, if I remember correctly, for Botany to go into the final against the Stampede. And they almost took it away from the Swarm because it was that two-legged hockey game, if you remember. And they came all the way back.
Best of 3, yeah.
And sent it to overtime. And I think it was Ballant
That got the winning goal.
for the Swarm, yeah.
Yep. One of their imports.
Yeah, look, the Red Devils aren't actually playing too bad, especially that first line. They're the ones who should be doing probably a little bit more damage. I think they just need to find their feet a little bit. Obviously, some passes, getting out of the defensive zones being a little bit of a problem for them so far.
Yeah, simple plays. Just let their speed and their skill go to work and build that trust in each other as well. Like it's first game, but yeah, they're going to back themselves. Here we go.
Brown will go it to Willis. He plays it up to Brown. Brown trying to find a centering pass, but Regan putting his stick in the passing lanes very well. Quality chances is what the Red Devils need. The shot
wasn't
from
too
Gagnon,
bad.
that was a good one.
Like they cycled down. Well, this is how they started the game. They actually put the Pure NZ Admirals under pressure real quickly, but just not able to capitalize on it. They do some good cycling down low. That time they had a nice pass in front. Again, Chaba is there to make the save.
I think they've mixed up the lines again. So they've got Willis and Byfield in that defensive pairing. And no Haast on that first line once again. So it's Gagnon, Brown, and Rees. As Regan will go by the Zamboni door. Now Gagnon, who skated out, looks for Sean Brown, who just loses his footing.
Delayed offside here as Reese was in over the play. And after that delay, the referee decided, okay, well, excuse me, the lines person is going to make a call. Yeah, I guess the coaching staff for the Red Devils, Tom Perver and crew, decided to get the blender out and start mixing up the lines to maybe create a bit of a spark that way. Hopefully that their club will respond. But often if you have too much change, the players might not vibe with that too much, and they really need some chemistry to start forming.
Shot there from Sestroni. Byfield's stick was in the way of that. Quinn behind the net. Tries to play it up, but only gives it to Sean Brown of the Devils. Now Gagnon, he'll put on the pace. Gagnon tries to go near side above the glove. Came off the side of the net. Using that wicked pace of his. I'm sure he's going to catch some defensemen off guard this season.
He'll definitely get a few goals if he's using that skating ability and combining it with his hand skills.
Quinn leaves it behind the net for Vesper. Vesper will turn away from Byfield. Gives it to Quinn, but he's pressured on by Tappan. And Tappan gains that back for his team and gets it out of the zone. Red Devils make a couple of changes. Played up to Mason Kennedy. He'll just leave it on for Sebastian Stephen, who dumps it in. On Brown on the near side. One back by Ball. Tappan harassed. Kept in at the blue by Mawson. He tries to fire something on net. Sebastian Stephen got a tip, but not on net. That hits the skate of the ref. And dumped in there by Ball. He'll go off for a change. Near side Owen Brown. Can't find the pass to Nash with Jones. It's Turia. We'll have it here for the Red Devils. Bumped off the puck. It was a Red Devils forward. That was Harry Lowe. And put in deep by Higgins. Chubb tried to play that, didn't get anything on it. Harry Lowe's first save for the Devils. Gives it over to Hopkins. He'll rip a shot. That hits traffic on the way of the net. Pate can't keep that in. Good clearance there by Henry. And he hustles down.
Awkward fall into the backboards there.
Savigny wins that back for his team. Put it around the back of the net, just in front of the stick of Regan. Now Hopkins will skate around the back of his net. A little bit of time. Pass there from Harry Lowe, finds no one, so it will be icing against the Red Devils.
So if you are just joining us, we are NZIHL commentators. We're commentating the game that's being played here in Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland, West Auckland to be more specific. It is 6 goals to the Admirals right now and 2 to the Canterbury Red Devils. 16 minutes, 53 seconds left.
Hopkins plays that to Josh Lowe. Gets it out of the zone. Puck comes out for Hopkins. He'll just get over the red and dump it. Daig plays it up the boards. No one there for the Admirals, but Sestroni comes and makes a nuisance. Yeah, Cope will leave it on for a teammate.
Byfield's by himself, 1 against 4, and he takes the shot. It goes off the skate of someone. He had to do something because there was no one with him.
Yeah, he wins his team a face-off in the offensive zone.
And he is one of the 2 goal scorers from the Canterbury Red Devils. So he's got one of their 2 goals tonight. One to watch as well.
Brown wins a face-off to Gagnon. Rips a shot, but once again goes up into the netting on the just above that low glass.
A little bit low in this rink. So the Admirals would like to welcome their new sponsor this year, the Aussie Butcher New Lynn, producing award-winning cuts for Kiwis since 2008.
Day goes right through.
Slicing and dicing, just like the Aussie Butcher, right?
Shot there from Day, hits Byfield on the way of the net. Now Gagnon puts on the afterburners. He's got Sean Brown with him, but pass doesn't go to him. A shot there. Great save from Chubba. Had to be alert as Rees put a good shot on net. Unable to clear out the Devils as that's fired into the corner. But Quinn gets it out of the zone to Sestroni. He finds Vespa. He'll just rip something on net.
Red Devils a little unlucky here as they had some good passing. Chaba pokes it away out of danger right in front and shot from that slot area. Chaba slides across to make another quality save here. Pokes it away, but unfortunately goes to the Red Devil player, shoots it from that high slot, and the Admirals do clear it out of the zone. One of the better chances thus far for the Red Devils. You'd think something's got to break for them here. They're starting to creep up in that shot count too.
King trying to win it back, but Turia comes away with it. Now Bull leaves it on for tapping on the near side. He just plays it, can't play it up the boards. Finally does. King unable to clear. They finally do. Oh, Owen Brown could have been away for the races there. Good back check. Now Tappan. Try to find up in the high slot was Higgins. Turia with it. He's been harassed, but gets a pass down low to Higgins. Try to get it back was Turia. Now Hans. He'll rip a shot, block a save. Ben Stephen plays that up to Owen Brown. Once again, almost had a breakaway if that pass was just a little bit more on target.
That's one thing the Admirals seem to be doing is they're holding defensively and getting that puck up through to their offense, but that's how good teams get offensive chances.
Stolen there by the Red Devils. Got a shot off as well. That's Harry Lowe with the steal and shot. As Mawson comes and cleans up. We get out of the zone, but only as far as halfway as Regan jumps on it. Tappan will just bang around the boards. Kept in by Mason Kennedy, and we got a whistle on the play. I'm not sure what it is.
Well, the net has been hit off the pegs, but there was a bit of contact in behind the net as well. As the players just kind of jostling for position, Regan gets tangled up in between two Red Devil players. I think that's what caused the whistle to be blown there. Oh, he runs into the net. Kind of directed into the net, really. Just a gentle nudge.
As you do.
Yeah, I mean, this is a very high-paced, fast game. There are some big collisions that do occur. But we're at the third period, 13:39 minute mark here, Bryce. Game of 6-2. We play 3 20-minute periods. The only sport that seems to ever do that in the world.
That's true. Josh Lowe spins away there from Daig, who's playing a high forecheck role at the moment. Hopkins gets a pass up. 2-on-2 here. Gagnon spins away from Savigne and leaves it on for Hopkins. He gets
Dangerous
crunched
leave.
into the boards.
Just kind of give him a bit of a
Hospital pass.
Yeah.
Now, as Rees jumps on that, spins it over to Gagnon. There's Josh Lowe with a shot. Redirect on the way to the net was Rees, but Chubba does well to see it all the way.
Yeah, this is something that we were saying that the Red Devils could consider doing more of, is just shooting that puck to the net, getting bodies there, because Chubba is the goaltender is making the saves, but if you're getting the deflections, they're not as predictable. So there, he's got that. He's got a good line of sight. He puts that into the glove. He's quite low to the ice, so he's able to see the puck. Again, seeing it, better chance of stopping it.
Willis puts that in low. Daig unable to get on it. There's Gagnon. Definitely being the star player for the Red Devils here this evening, Alex Gagnon. Try to find a pass in the middle to Byfield. Gagnon will get it back. Spins away, try to find Rees on the far side. It does now. He's unable to corral that.
A lot of offense being generated through that number 88, Gagnon.
As Vespa will play it up. Sestroni leaves it on for Quinn. Nice pass. Quinn with it. Didn't put a shot on net. Pass over to Higgins. Good stick in the lane by Daig.
Again, solid defending from the West Alcan Admirals there. Higgins just looking to break through. He's got good skills too. Passes in front, off the side of the net, just nothing coming from it.
Kept in by Tappan. He'll fire one redirect. Then hit traffic on the way. Shot there from Byfield. Once again, hitting an Admirals player on the way to the net. A lot of blocked shots here for them this evening.
Another one of those underrated stats, like when guys are stopping pucks, not letting them get through to their net is very valuable for your team.
Oh, 100%. As Hans, he gains his own, but unfortunately, Turia was just over the line, so we will get a whistle on the play. And speaking about block shots, you probably got to give that the title of last season probably to Kyle March. He was blocking so many shots all season.
Yeah, I think that's one of those things. I don't think it's a stat that's tracked, at least in this league. It's not. We don't have a full statistician crew that is able to track that each game. We are an amateur league here, but a lot of semi-professional or, past pro players have played here.
It definitely bolsters how good a defenseman looks, that's for sure, because they're not always on the points department, are the defensemen. As Henry will gain his own free shot. Carey makes a save. Pass intercepted into the neutral by Henry.
But in saying that, Bryce, there have been 2 that I know of NHL draft picks that have played in this league.
Really?
Yep.
Who are they?
One of them being Matthew Schneider. He was drafted, I think, in the 5th round to the either Calgary Frames or it was one of the Western Canadian teams. So we got a penalty coming up here, hook and call to Scott Henry. The other one was a West Auckland Admiral by the name of Chris Belanger, hailing originally from Canada. He was an ex-Admiral kind of earlier on in the league. He was drafted to the NHL in 1991.
Wow.
So I don't know if there's any others. Yeah, some weird stats that are in my brain. Our stats crew can let us know if there's any more NHL drafted players. There's certainly a lot of talented players that have come here to New Zealand to play over the years.
So Gagnon against Vesper, nicely won there by the Admiral. So the first power play of the evening for the Red Devils. Can they do something with it? They are down by 4, so they definitely need a goal here. Tappan. Try to find a saucer pass to Gagnon, but that was pretty hard to handle.
Yeah, risky when he's doing it right at the blue line.
Haas has it on his stick. He'll play it to Tappan. There's Gagnon with a shot. Misses everything. And that comes out of the zone. Red Devils will have to touch up.
Yeah, they get penalized when you have such a high, hard shot going all the way out of the rink. Got to come out and reset.
Gagnon. Goes around the back of the net. Gives it over to Tappan. His shot blocked by Vesper and hits the upper netting.
There you go. As you mentioned, shot blocks, like just that's positional play by the Pure NZ West Auckland Admirals because they're in good shape, are the Red Devils, and moving the puck quite well. And Gagnon's dictating that by using his speed. It would be good to see a bit more like a pick and roll action as well if they kind of can isolate one player and then move around them to get some shots in and generate more offense.
Wilson does well, gets it out of the zone. Got Ben Stephen up there. Goes straight to Carey, who plays it to Tappan. He's got Ben Stephen hot on his tail. Tappan still with it. Bouncing puck, so he just plays it back to Haas. And he'll give it to Gagnon. Haas gives it back to Gagnon. Need to get a shot on net here. Up top is Tappan. Haas off the post. Looks like it took a redirect off a pass here, but hit the post, but it has not gone in. 20 seconds remaining on that Admiral penalty. And Ben Stephen winding down the clock. There's some tight legs out there for the Red Devils at the moment. Gagnon and Haas still out there. Looks like they've been out there for the whole power play, playing some beer league hockey. Haas gets a shot off. Good save, Chubba.
Yeah, Haas really showing some of his strength, breaking through there. Has got a shot of that redirect power play shot from that side post, side area there. Looked like it went off the skate of Reese in front, or someone as it redirected right off the post. He gets a rebound shot too, but Chubba sliding over and making a left pad save. Well captured there.
Nicely one there by Brown. Shot from Willis. That's once again blocked by an Admiral player. That's Owen Brown that time. Pass to the middle, just offside as Owen Brown into the zone for the Admirals. Yeah, so another couple of brothers in the Admirals. You got Owen Brown and his brother.
Yeah, Jack and Owen, and the Lowe brothers on the other side of the Canterbury, and the Kennedys, the Admirals. So yeah, like you said, there's quite a lot of families here playing, the Joneses.
Could have had Caleb Chamberlain out here with his brother Nash. Sorry, Sebastian. Shot there from Brown, hit the crossbar and hits the roof.
There you go. Just as we have some idle chat here, 8 minutes, 5 seconds left in the third. Rock replay. Pass from behind, and then it goes right off the crossbar. Brown looking skyward, wondering, what do they have to do to get one in behind Chubba here? They only have two, but look at this. That puck's rolling on him. If that was sitting flat, that might have taken a different trajectory or pathway going where he wanted it, but being rolling, that's going to ride up on the stick and then in off the crossbar.
Nicely kept in there by Byfield. Could have been a 2-on-0.
A swing and a miss from Turia. Nothing like on the bottom of his blade of his stick, no tape.
Regan pounces on that. Gets a shot off too.
Saved by Carey.
Now Turia will skate down the far side. Gives it to Bull. He gains the zone. Regan comes and clears. Lawson takes it in. He's got a 2 or 3 Red Devils players on him. In the corner is Regan. Finds Henry. Henry with a tough angle shot. That's blocked. Mawson will kick, save, keeps that in. Once again, tried to get something on net, hit a stick on the way. Puck comes out as Nash Hayward-Jones fires it over to Sestroni. He finds Quinn, who just gets a touch. Pass into the middle, Harry Lowe.
Another good back check by the Pure NZ Admirals. They are really quick to get back on the Red Devils anytime they have an offensive zone chance.
Now Vespa backhand pass to the centre.
Did he
Quinn
save
got
that?
a shot off.
What
He did.
A glove saved by Carey. Excellent 2-on-1 isolation here as goes in the back end, past the middle, one times the shot.
Straight into the glove, really.
That,
but
yeah, I think
nonetheless,
it's just a reaction save because that was well placed too.
made it look easy, didn't he?
Just no effort, just a little bit of effort to make that save. 6.5 minutes here, Bryce. 6-2 hockey game.
And the Admirals are absolutely still relentless. They're going for everything 100% still. Quinn goes around the Red Devils net. Play up to the point for King. He just fires something on. Hit a skate on the way. Tappan trying to win it back. Here's Mason Kennedy with a shot. Hit traffic on the way. Looks like there was 4 players in front of that shot. Now Tappan looking for some options. Gives it to Pake. He loses it. So Mason Kennedy fires it off the boards. Now Alex Gagnon. Can he do something for the Red Devils? Time is ticking. Centering pass there to Ben Stephen, fanned on the shot. It would have been a brother assist there. Sebastian to his brother Ben. Willis plays it off the glass. Sebastian Stephen will come away with it. Tough angle shot. Didn't get it towards the net. Now Dag steps in. Easy save there for Carey.
Bit of traffic there as Stephen was making his way into the net area. So third period, 4:49 remaining. A shout out to AS Marine Care Limited. They will be on board for the next 3 years as a sponsor. So a huge thank you to your support.
It's all or nothing now for the Red Devils. Admirals with a commanding 4-goal lead at the moment. But they're still applying the pressure on the offensive zone as well when they are in the zone. Now Owen Brown rips it. Another save there from Carey. His glove is hot at the moment. Stay away from there.
Yeah, they're trying to go across to that glove side again. Just as we said, for the Canterbury Red Devils, shooting on Chaba's blocker will lead to a lot more rebound opportunities, and shooting into a goalie's glove, they're going to hold on to it and catch it. That's why it's a catcher. But Owen Brown showing good use of his flex of the stick there and getting a good whip on it.
Yeah, you see hockey players using quite low flex sticks these days.
Yeah, they're really using that flex points to their advantage, getting quick release on that puck, not having to lean into it too hard.
Don't have to flex in the gym when you can just flex your stick, right?
Still got to use a bit of muscle and brain power to play this game.
Absolutely. Henry got it off. I think that was Hopkins. Shot there from Mawson. That hit a stick on the way from Churia.
Oh, the referee takes a tumble there. It's good puck movement here.
Now Turia. Turia with it. Shot. Puts it wide.
Yeah, as I said, it's pretty difficult to shoot the puck with a stick that doesn't have any real tape on it. It's got on the front portion, but nothing on the bottom. It's hard to gain any traction.
Regan will find a centering pass to Mason Kennedy, who got a shot off.
That hit a body, or does that save off the goalie?
I think it did
Either
hit
way.
a body, Wani.
There you are, another block.
That pass not intercepted there by Hopkins. Now Savigny. Try to find a pass, but Eli Pake well positioned. He'll give it to Keo Cope. Back to Pake. Gets a shot off. He did have Rees on the far post, but the pass didn't come.
That's it. He is wide open, actually, and the pass option was there as King was in between both of them as Keo Cope and the defender come together. Elects to shoot it. Chaba was also hugging that left-hand post, so a little bit drifting on that side so that his right side was open. If he did elect to pass it, he could have had a good chance.
Another face-off win there from Max Vesper. He's been solid in that dot here this evening. As Quinn, his pass picked out by Tappan. As Hayward Jones plays it over to Daig. Up the far side. Tappan off the boards to Pake as Flynn Hayward Jones steps in. We'll just try to get something on net. Quinn was looking for the redirect. Tappan fires that up to Rees, but he's unable to corral that. There's probably no way back now for the Red Devils in this game, Wani.
That's it, the last 2 minutes of the game. We'll pull out all the stops here, try and generate some more offense.
Tappan. He actually has had a solid game for the Red Devils here this evening. Alex Gagnon trying to step into the zone. Mawson will find Sestroni. Sestroni still with it.
Oh, he liked to pass it. He's sitting on 2 goals tonight. His grandmother Helen, watching out of Rotorua, would be quite proud seeing a hat trick from her grandson.
There's Nash Hayward Jones. Fires that off the boards. Sebastian Stephen giving chase, winning the race, but Willis tracking back well. Put him behind the net, Sebastian Stephen. The centering pass comes off a skate. Hayward Jones keeps it in. Half a shot there, which Carey had to play. Now 2-on-2 here, Alex Gagnon. He's got Terrier with him. But the Admirals getting back in numbers.
Yeah, right on top of him. Like Gagnon needs that support. He's looking for him, making that play and a pass. But the Admirals defenders all over him as we get to that last minute mark of this third period.
Played up to Keo Cope, but he is unable to touch that, so it will be icing.
Down to the last 37 seconds. Quick update around the league here, Bryce. We've got the Dunedin Thunder playing against the Sky City Stampede, and as of right now, 2 minutes left in the first period, Dunedin Thunder are up 3-2 against the Sky City Stampede. So the Thunder looking to even that home series. So they went down 1 last night, so trying to get up tonight with a 1-goal lead down south in Dunedin.
Last 30 seconds remaining of the first game of the weekend between these two sides.
We will do it again tomorrow. There's going to be another game. A little bit later start than this one, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe it's a 6 p.m. tomorrow.
Okay. Don't forget, there will be a presentation this evening.
Here's a 2-on-1 opportunity. Henry and Savigne cleans up and gets the 7th goal of the evening for the Admirals.
Taking it from 6
to 7.
Oh, you did it. Okay. Sorry, it might be.
There's your prime number, Lonnie.
Yeah, there it is. You got that right. Right at the last few seconds, that's the extra nail right in the coffin of the Red Devils. Goodness me, they are well ahead now. The Admirals, that will pretty much do it. They'll drop the puck and have a couple of seconds here.
And we're all done here in West Auckland of Game 1. The West Auckland Admirals will take home the Dale Herup Memorial Trophy here this evening and get their season off to a flying start.
There you have it. So West Auckland starting their season with a victory here tonight, getting them 3 points, matching the Sky City Stampede at the moment. I know it's very early on, be first equal on the table. And Dunedin looking to get some points in as well tonight.
Yeah, the Admirals tonight were just absolutely relentless. They had a couple of maybe 2 or 3 minute patches throughout the game where they just didn't have much cohesion, but the effort was there all game. They were getting turnovers in the neutral zone. They were back checking, stepping up on the blue line and just trying to suffocate the attackers from the Red Devils. So a good win. They look great.
Yeah, overall, they made it very convincing. They had that excellent 3-on-1 that they executed to perfection. But right now, we get to have a special presentation for that Dale Herup Foundation Cup. So at this time, we're going to like to ask that we welcome to the pirate ship, that's what they call it here, the brig, to former West Auckland Admirals captain and lifetime Admirals supporter number 12, Robbie Chamberlain, and his son, under 12 superstar Jack Chamberlain, as they present the Dale Herup Foundation Cup. It should be presented to the winning team captain, Justin Daigle. And if you're unable to hear that right now, they're just listing some of the, I believe, either past accomplishments from Dale and also what's led to this foundation and the award that is being presented. Talking about Dale's passion and dedication to the game. And Dale did play for 2 teams in NZIHL with the Devils, Red Devils, and also the West Auckland Admirals.
And congratulate this year's winners, the West Auckland Admirals. Justin Daigle will please come forward to receive the Dale Herup.
So they're going to present the Dale Herup Cup to Captain Justin Daigle. So well read there by young Jack Chamberlain. I believe he's only about 11, 12 years old, something along those lines. Son of Robbie Chamberlain, former West Auckland Admirals captain. What a special moment there for him and his family.
Jack Chamberlain and one heck of a beautiful speech from our friend Dale.
So there you have it, the Dale Herup Cup being presented very early on. Quite early celebrations. I mean, this is game 1, but such a special cup to be celebrated. And acknowledge the efforts too by Canterbury Red Devils. They'd be loving to take that cup away from the West Auckland Admirals the next time they get the opportunity to do so. So shortly as the players are shaking hands, we should have a 3-star selections happening at some point in time. The in-rink announcer will be looking after that, but
Sastroni definitely one of those.
Oh, right up there, wouldn't he?
Yeah, either first or second.
Yeah.
Hey, Dake got a goal, had a great game.
Savigny got one as well. Like, I mean,
I think he got a couple, didn't he?
I'd look on the other side with the Red Devils. You'd have to lean a little bit towards Gagnon. He really dictated the pace of play, generated an awful lot of the Canterbury offensive attack. I don't know if he got on the score sheet enough, but Byfield, the young defenseman, the left-handed shot, had a good game as well. They've got a lot of talent on that team, and I think once they gel a little bit more, develop that chemistry, they will showcase it more in this league for sure.
Tonight's 3-star selection. The 3rd star.
So there you have it, Fana. We are going to
Admirals.
basically sign off at the moment. That was game number 1 of this NZIHL season. So we thank you very much for tuning into this live stream broadcast. The Pure NZ West Auckland Admirals winning by a score of 7-2, Bryce, over the visiting Canterbury Red Devils. We will get more tomorrow. There's another game, so please stay tuned if you're interested in more ice hockey action. This is just the start of the New Zealand season. So as the Stanley Cup playoffs continue and come to an end, this season will march on, and you'll have a lot more hockey to stay tuned and get your hockey fix.
Yeah, absolutely. Stanley Cup playoffs are always fun to watch. Obviously, they finish, and then we've got our season here, so it's hockey all year round.
That's it. You're spoiled for choice. So, again, on behalf of Bryce Rouse and myself, Ian Wanamaker, thank you for joining us. Stay safe out there. We'll sign off and say ka kite ano.
Thank you, everybody, and good night.